YouTube comes up on the screen up there.
I apologize. Everything was set up.
I say you said it was 10 minutes ago.
Have you got it straightened up yet?
I just crossed it to see if I do apologize.
No worries.
But here, if you can see it. There's a little delay, right? So test. All right. Got it. We're good.
So we vote now.
I think Dave was in the middle.
We've got a motion.
I made a motion unless we need to back up and read it again.
I think you're fine. I think if you just announce it, send it to them.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as written.
I'll second.
Motion been made and second. Any other comments? No comments, we'll vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carried. Regular agenda, none. Public comments, petition, memorial, none. Old business, consider approval of resolution 2021-10. That's at 108 East Miami Street. Andy, you get an update on that?
I apologize for not having that prepared last time. This is a property where we couldn't serve the owner for city court purposes, so I brought this resolution. It was tabled at the first setting. I think Commissioner Shepherd had reached out to the owner. I tabled it last time because frankly, I didn't have the chance to look into it. The property's been the nuisance part of the property as far as the junk accumulation has been clean to a degree. There are some cars that are there that have not been they're either not registered or in the code enforcement officer's opinion not operable. There's about 6 or 7 from Friday last week. So that's where we are today as far as this resolution. So I guess that unless you have any other questions, I don't really have an update. So
Brian, you talked to him?
Yeah, I talked to him and I think he's under the impression that he's good to go now.
Okay,
I think that he did say that there is a couple cars there. I think he's planning on hauling them off. But the price of metal right now is low, he said. So he doesn't want to, he wants to give it a little bit more time before he hauls them off.
so I mean, all I want is compliance, and I think for the most part, we're there. I mean, we can probably not another reason to table that today. If he's in compliance, I can withdraw it. If that's not the case, we can bring something back. So I don't want to keep tabling this issue from meeting to meeting though. So I can withdraw it tonight. If it turns out not to be the case, we can bring another resolution. So
Well, if you're saying you think he's close to compliance, then I guess there's no reason to go anywhere else with it.
no, I mean, if the vehicles are tagged or removed from the city limits, that's all we were looking for in the first place. So this one came quickly because we couldn't find him to serve him. Usually these things come through city court. And if people need some additional time, we get those through city court. So by the time we get a resolution to the commission, it's because there's really not been any other options available. So.
So do we need to do anything with this at all or just drop it or?
Yeah.
I just let it die.
Get the scouts in.
Resolution 2021-10 is died without a motion, so. Next thing is the new business is Scouts, Boy Scouts of America Anniversary Weekend Proclamation. And you bring all the
Bring him in.
Boy Scouts in.
Do you want me to go ahead and read this while they're coming in?
Yeah, would you do that?
Sure.
Well, Don't we want to wait? I think we should wait till they come in. so
Okay.
Are they gonna come up behind us?
If you'd like to go on up, then we'll read the proclamation, we'll get pictures.
Are they bringing them all in?
I don't know. Yeah, they're getting them together. There's a lot more.
Yeah.
Feel like we're kind of getting taken over.
I'll let them.
You want to bring them all in?
Yeah, they're working on it, I think.
Just trying to get all the cubs up here. Takes a while.
Were you a Cub Scout once? Little bitty like this.
Okay, the Scouts, Boy Scouts of America, has been the forefront of instilling timeless values in youth since its founding in 1910. And whereas this national youth movement has made serving others through its value-based program, and whereas the Scouts BSA is committed to helping millions of youth succeed by providing the supports, friendship, and mentoring necessary to live happy and fulfilling lives. And whereas the Pony Express Council of Scouts BSA and its many Cub Scouts packs, Scout troops, and venturing crews are celebrating Scouts' 112th anniversary. And whereas there are many community organizations that make scouting available for thousands of youth members in our area who participate in the scouting program as a means of character building, citizenship, training, and personal fitness. Now, therefore, Mayor William Collins of the city of Hiawatha, Kansas, does hereby proclaim the week of February 6, 2022 as Scouts BSA Anniversary Week. Furthermore, he joins with the citizens of this community to express our appreciation to the Pony Express Council and the Scouts BSA for their interest and dedication to America's youth. In witness wherefore, he has hereunto set his hand and caused affixed the seal of the city of Hiawatha, Kansas. Thank you for your.
You want to accept it? Yeah, great job. fellas, girls, ladies, all of you. We appreciate you and we all, thank you.
Can we get a quick picture here? I got it.
Who's behind me?
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thanks.
You guys can just bring-
You. Thank you, guys.
who's caving it?
Right on to the- Oh, because we're gonna need a room.
Next thing on the agenda is consider approval writing off uncollectible utility debts, and I'd recommend a motion. We do this every year, so I guess it's uncollectible. I guess we're not going to collect it, so is there a motion we write off the uncollectible debts?
Make the motion.
Your second.
I'll second it.
Motion been made and second. Any other comments? Comments will vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carried. Next thing, consider approval of awarding the bid for downtown planters and walking trail beds. Motion awarding the bid for the landscaping and care of downtown planters to Wolf River Nursery for $5,518. Yes. Is there a motion we approve the Wolf River for $5,518?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Motion been made and seconded. Is there any comments? No comments, we'll vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carried. Next thing, executive session for attorney-client relations.
I guess I have one quick question though. Do we need to throw out the walking trail bid or does that matter?
No, because it was, go back to the recommendation. It was just for the downtown planters in the motion.
Okay, so, we don't-
So
Okay.
we just, yeah.
okay, how long do we need for?
I think 10 minutes, Andy.
I'd like to make a motion that the city commission recess into executive session in the conference room for a period of 10 minutes to discuss matters of potential litigation. The justification for closing the meeting is to consult with the city attorney to discuss matters privileged under the attorney-client relationship. The open meeting will resume at 6:01, right? Or 6:02. 6:02 in the commission chambers and to include the city commission, attorney, and administrator.
Your second.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Any comments? No other comments, we'll vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carried. Should come back in. For a second.
At 6:02, the city commission is called back into an open meeting. The commission took no binding action during the executive session.
Second.
Aye.
Motion carried. Next thing, Tish, you have anything? Andy?
No.
Mike?
Yeah. Well, let you know, we were notified by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Kansas that our health and dental rates will only increase by 4.9% and 0.5% respectively for the renewal period, April 1, 2022. It's good news, given the double-digit increases we've seen over the past few years, and that we budgeted a 9% increase in health and a 7% increase in dental. So first time for quite a while that we've seen single digits. Also, per the commission's request, the chief of police position has been advertised with 5 state associations and 4 national associations. As of tonight, I think we've received 2 interests or 2 inquiries. Also, I was contacted today by the Historical Society wanting to know if the commission would have interest in selling the land west of the Historical Society, in between the society and the Fisher Center up along Iowa Street. It's approximately the 3 acres where they do the tractor pull. But just wanted to gauge interest and see if it's something to pursue, or they have a donor that'd like to put up, I think they said 100 by 60 building for a bunch of windmills. I think 40 windmills that they're getting. They'd like a good spot to put that building. So I just wanted to see if there's interest. If so, I'll call them and kind of figure things out. If not, I'll let them know.
Well, if he's gonna put up a building like that down there, and actually it's a historical society deal anyway, so I would probably, I'd agree with it. I mean, I don't know where everybody else stands, but I think that I assume it's Gary Bruning.
Gary Shear got a hold of me.
Yeah.
But I suppose, how to word it, if there's no concern, I'll get some more information from them.
Yeah, just put something together for us.
Okay. Last thing I have, I'll be on vacation beginning Friday. I'll be back in the office on February 7th. So everybody knows.
All right. Thank you, Mike.
Yep.
I have nothing tonight, Dave.
I'm good, thanks.
Brian.
The only thing I have is I was at the Fisher Center, and it appears that the building's settling on it's worse on the west side. And I don't know if we need to get an engineer in here or something and just take a look and see what we need to do to stop that from happening.
The whole building?
Yeah, the whole building's is definitely falling down at each one of the steel girder pillars. The concrete's actually broken and sunk down. The west side, there's a pretty good crack, maybe an inch.
What are you talking about? The
Gym.
second
In the
edition?
gym,
Not the whole,
sorry.
not the
Yeah,
whole
in-
building,
Just
the
the gym
shooting.
area.
Yeah, I talked to Stacy Jasper about that a little bit. She said that that's something that's on her capital outlay,
Yep.
that she's very aware of it. But since money is definitely at a premium. So anyway, I know that she is aware of it too.
I think it's gonna need it might need some pillars or something put in before we even fix the floor. Just have an engineer look at it and see what they recommend, I guess. And then, did we find anything else out about the train program?
nothing more than the information in last meeting's packet. I had information in there from UP, their estimated costs, other considerations, but no, since then I haven't found anything more out.
And those numbers are that's pretty close to what they think the numbers are?
It's from UP, so that's all I know. I don't know the accuracy of their numbers, but
Do you know if we would have to do 3 or 4 tracks?
there's only 3 in city limits.
Well, we didn't know if we had to do the one out on 12th Street too. If it was considered.
That I don't know. That's outside city limits by quite some distance, but I don't know. I don't know.
It might be something that I'd be interested in. I don't know if anybody else has any interest in it at all, but
Seemed pretty expensive.
it is. There's no
Yeah.
joke.
I don't know that if I'm looking at where I want to spend money, I don't know if that would be my choice. Guess I'm just used to the horns.
Yeah.
As it goes through town, it's just what it is. So I wouldn't really be interested in pursuing it any further, but that's just my opinion.
You know, I'd like to know just if we'd have to do 4 tracks and find out for sure what it would legitimately cost to do it.
I imagine it's gonna be a significant amount of money.
It's probably gonna be a lot.
No, I mean,
And,
I don't know how much we can get more significant. I mean, UP gave us the numbers. I don't know that's gonna be anything terribly different.
Well, that's just generic off the website. That takes like 2 seconds to read. I'd like to have some actual real research on it and find out what actually is gonna pertain to our town. I mean, if it's gonna be $1 million and nobody's interested, then we won't worry about it. But if it's 3 crossings, if it's 4 crossings, that's all gonna make a big difference, you know? If we gotta do 4, that's a lot more money. Like I said, I'd just like to find out what it legitimately costs and if we have any options of maybe trying to do it. I think it would be great for the town and it would really help things, I think, on the other side of town as well. I think everybody in town would benefit from it. So just,
As in have an engineer, I mean, get some estimated costs from an
well, I
engineer.
would think that we could call UP or something and actually find out, you know, they've got to have someone that just deals with that and find out, you know, if it's gonna be 3 or 4 or, you know, and money wise, what it actually takes. Cause I found another website, you know, their numbers were less than what UP's numbers had out by about $100,000 per crossing. So I think that there's just enough. Just find out for real what it's really gonna take. Like I said, if it's gonna be $1 million, it's probably not feasible. It'd just be interesting to find out if it works for our town. I mean, all the other towns around us have it. Just be a nice benefit.
Yeah, I think Mike can research it. I don't know if we need to, I guess an engineer, I don't know what he could do other than call up UP Railroad and,
Yeah, they should be able to give us
they
information.
should be able to give some numbers. I don't think we need to spend $20,000 on an engineer when we can make about 6 phone calls and if they tell you it's gonna cost you $300,000 to
Yeah.
set that whistle down and for crossing, I guess that's the only thing we need to know.
Right.
So, okay. Got anything else, Brian?
I think that's it.
Yeah, Evans,
I have nothing tonight.
Becky,
Nothing for me.
did I miss you, Dave?
No. I don't have anything. Go Chiefs.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Motion been made and second, we adjourn. Nobody fight that, so roll call.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carried. Thanks everybody for coming. Steve.
That's not surprising.
Wasn't it just next door? Okay. So that's- yeah,
Page.
minor.
It is.
Those were just in case.
Okay. Well, this is the other one. So. All right, thank you.
Did you? I was like, wait a minute.